Hello. Hi, everybody. This is Monica here from dietpoint.co.in, and I'm the chief nutritionist at Diet Point. And that day, I think this was day before yesterday, that I did a session with Pooja Bhandari, and somehow the internet was freezing a lot. So I thought might as well pass on the information to you guys through this video, right? So this we were talking about how we can inculcate a habit wherein we include healthy snacks, right now most of the kids, right, what I get to see is most of the kids go for snacks which are packed food, right? So it could be Oreos, it could be Lay's, when you're watching movies with your mom, dad, especially in this lockdown, or when it is now the schools have reopened, so during the travel time in the bus it is Lay's, right? When you come back home it is either milk and Oreo, or it is I guess Maggie, right? So let's see what is the harm in all these products. And secondly, I want all you kids to read the labels. Okay, when you buy any packed product, why reading the label is very important. Now why see, these labels are not 100% true, right? So if you if you think about it, these labels are really not 100% true. But even beyond that, if even when you are reading them, you will realize what kind of food is actually going in your body. Now for example, it is very easy for us to have milk and at least 3 to 4 Oreos, right? It's not very heavy on our stomach, right? We don't feel extremely full with the Oreo thing. So what we tend to do is 1 cup of milk or maybe 1 glass of milk, and 3 to 4 Oreos is very minimum. Sometimes we also have 1 full packet, that one small 100-gram packet which has around 5 Oreos, and sometimes beyond that. Sometimes we also, on a vacation or on a Sunday, what we do is we make Oreo shakes. We add Oreo, we add cream, we add milk, we add sugar beyond that, right? So I'll tell you what happens is, now when you have say a 100-gram Oreo packet which has around say 5 Oreo biscuits, a 100-gram Oreo packet has around 40 grams of sugar, 35 to 40 grams of sugar. So that means around 10 teaspoons of sugar in your one snack. So when you come from school, you are really hungry. What you tend to do is you want something which gives you that instant energy, right? And no food can give you instant energy than sugar, right? Because sugar is the simplest food, and it is absorbed very quickly in your blood. Okay, so you get that instant energy. But why does sugar give you instant energy? Is because it doesn't give you any other nutrients, and it is plain glucose, right? So when you have 3 Oreos or 4 Oreos or 5 Oreos, you are having minimum 35 to 40 grams, that is 10 teaspoons of sugar, plus the sugar in the milk, that if you may add, okay, plus if you have eaten chocolate in that day, okay, plus if you had some fruity in that day, plus if you had some cupcake in that day. So one day is at least 50 grams of sugar a child is having. Now what happens, why this is affecting our kids? See, there is a hormone, our brain and our stomach, everything is connected. Okay, God has made all connections very nicely. So when we are eating food, there is a hormone in the brain which is released. It is called as leptin. Okay, so leptin will tell you that okay, enough of eating, I'm full, okay, we don't need more food, right? But if you keep giving sugar to your body, the leptin, you can say, becomes very inactive or very lazy, okay, and it will stop instructing you that you are full, don't eat. So you eat more, and leptin becomes further more lazier. Then you eat more, leptin is further more lazier, and you start eating very much. There is no brain telling you that you need to stop, right? So in this process, when this happens every single day or maybe very frequently, we start eating much more than what our tummy requires. And what happens is, in the process, we tend to gain a lot of weight. And that is why sugar is unhealthy, because it will, it will stop the hormones in your body to function at its best, right? And then we keep thinking, "Arey yaar, I am revising my lessons almost every day. I am doing everything, but why? Why I can't retain anything?" The reason is sugar. Okay, because your brain requires good amount of minerals and good amount of nutrients to work. It doesn't require sugar to work. But we depend on something very convenient, right? Just open the packet of biscuits. Now I'm not against Oreos only. It is about any other biscuit too. But kids are munching more of Oreos today, so hence I mentioned Oreos. So when you have too much sugar in your food, it is either by fruities or cakes or pastries or Oreos or so many umpteen things that are packed easily available to kids, you are not able to focus more, or you don't have that attention span, you don't have that memory retention of what you have studied, and you keep wondering. And moms, they keep asking us that what is it that we should give to kids that they have better brain function so that they can do very well in your exams. But there is nothing like that. You don't have to give anything to the kids. The only thing that works is cut down on packed food. And second thing that works to do well in your exams is revision, right? No matter how healthy you eat, but if your revision is not up to the mark, then nothing retains, right? But eating healthy by the way of cutting down on packed food and processed food will definitely help you do better in your exams, right? Now the second example that I was giving is that many kids, they don't drink plain milk, right? They add sugar, say 1-2 teaspoons, right? And some amount of Bournvita or Complan or Roux Afza or further sugar, whatever, so whatever form, but lot of sugar in one go, right? So now sugar, as I said, is the simplest carbohydrate. You will receive energy instantly, okay? You will feel charged up when you drink anything with sugar, and after some time you will be suddenly very sluggish, okay? For example, after 15-20 minutes, you will feel tired again. Why? Because it is instant, okay, and it is used up very fast by the body. So after 15-20 minutes, now you have eaten that many amount of sugar, that many amount of calories, and still you would feel very tired after 15-20 minutes, and because the body has no more sugar to digest or to use, right? That is why sugar causes so much problem, right? So kids, you have to understand, okay? Now if you want to grow into a healthy individual, it doesn't work that you do it for one day, or you do it for 2 days, or you do it for 3 days. It has to be a lifestyle process, because if you don't cut down sugar today, okay, it keeps adding in your blood, okay, and your body keeps adjusting to whatever behavior you are doing up, right? Your body keeps adjusting, and after 10 years, after 15 years, at the age of 22, 23, 24, and even 20s, the kids are high in cholesterol, high in BP. These days, earlier when we were kids, this was never the scene, okay? But these days, kids are high in triglycerides, the form of cholesterol. Now what happens? Sugar cannot be given out of your body, okay? Like you drink extra water, it will be given out of your body. The body will not store it. But sugar cannot be given out of your body. So what the body will do? It will store as fat, or called as triglyceride, which is a part of cholesterol. You won't believe, we had a client who was only 21 years old, not very fat, but a triglyceride level of 485. You understand? So the basic a normal level is around 180, 150, and he was at 485, only 21-year-old. So that is how the body, what will body do? When you're supplying so much, it has to store it, right? So first thing I want you to do is that start reading the labels. You will understand. So it's mentioned on every biscuit packet that how much sugar it contains, how much maida it contains, what are the color it has, what are the preservative it is having. Google out and see how these preservatives can harm you, right? So the best thing is to avoid it. Okay, the second thing is that you have it once a week or something. What can you do the rest of the week? I'll give you options, right? Coming to Lays. So as I said, I have seen when I go to fetch my daughter from school, I see lot of kids, not only Lays, but different brands of chips. You know, you are munching on chips while sitting in the bus, while coming home. You're munching on chips while you are watching even TV. Okay, forget the movies. There to we just go out of limits, right? We are on chocolate popcorns and so many smoothies loaded with sugar, right? But even at home when watching TV, we are munching on Cheetos or Lay's or there are so many kinds of chips. So all kinds of chips, what happens is the sodium level. Sodium is a part of salt, right? So the salt is we are allowed around 2300 milligrams of sodium, okay, in one day, which is around 1 teaspoon of salt, okay. But one small packet of Lay's will have around 40 grams of fat, okay, and at least I think 1600 milligrams of sodium. So will you be eating your food without the salt because you have taken Lay's or Pringles or any other chips? No, right? So you're giving so much salt for your to your body to digest it, right? So what will the body do? The body has to function more. The body has to function more harder to deplete the salt from your body, right? It has to throw that salt out of your body. Sometimes when the body is not able to throw it, we see swelling in our body, okay. Most of the times, or say 95%, 99% of the times, kidneys have to work too much, you know, beyond their limits. The kidneys have to work to throw the sodium out of the body. Now if, for example, if you are working hard today and you're not resting, tomorrow, for a month, for a year, for 10 years, won't you be tired? The same way the kidneys get tired. When you are a kid, it keeps functioning. But by the time you are a teenager or you are a just young adult, the kidneys give up. Okay, and that is why we get blood pressure, we get stones, we get so many other problems. So I'm not saying that you have to boycott everything that you love, right? But you can make these things at home. You can definitely make cookies at home, right? With moderated amount of sugar, right? Or with moderated amount of butter. At least you will not use palm oil in cookies, right? You would use proper butter, and at least you can make it less sweeter. And because you have to make it at home, you won't eat it every day. You won't eat it every day then. Similarly, making potato chips or potato fries at home is not difficult. At least you will not refry in the same oil, okay, or you will not you can add you don't need the preservatives. You don't want to put it in a packet and the potato should not go bad. You will finish it there and there, right? So if I have to pack something, if I have to pack potatoes in a packet and ensure that it doesn't go bad even after 1 year, so I will put a lot of preservatives now. But you will not put preservatives at home. So try and do things at home, okay, as much as possible. At least this lockdown has taught us that we should be doing all the things at home only, isn't it? And you guys are all teenagers almost, so you guys have to start cooking for yourself, so that by the time you are an adult, you know what is healthy cooking and what is unhealthy cooking. And by the time you are adult, you would be traveling different countries, maybe you would not be eating out all the time and not not letting it affect your health. So these are small tips, that you have to be, whether you're a girl or a boy, cooking is something that you should know, so that you can cook healthy meals for yourself, right? Coming to Maggi. So if you take a packet of Maggi, leaving aside everything else, I'll just notice there are so many numbers that start with E55, E204, E80. There are so many numbers. What are these numbers? These are preservatives. These are chemicals. Our body is not designed to eat chemicals, right? It requires nutrients. Even if I say maida is still something like a grain, right? It is derived from a grain. Even if it is less nutritious, but it is still derived from a grain. If I say oil, it is derived from some seed, right? Which is again something that we can eat. But E24, E55, E80, all those numbers, we are not made to eat the chemicals. So slowly and steadily, these chemicals will find a place in your body and will lodge themselves, right? Eventually, it takes around 2 days. If you eat 100 grams of Maggi packet, it takes around 2 days for the body to clear it out. That amount of chemical it has. If you are getting, if you buy any Maggi packet, you see on the pack, there are a lot of vegetables on the packet. But do we add so many vegetables? Or there are any vegetables in the Maggi? If you feel yes, I'll tell you. You check the label of any Maggi packet, okay? For example, chicken Maggi. If you check, in a 100-gram packet, it says chicken bits 5%. So that means in a 100-gram Maggi, 5 gram is chicken. How much is 5 gram? Not even a bite. So that less amount of chicken is in the packet. So how do you get that chicken flavor? All chemicals. Similarly, if you go to see oats noodle, a mom had argued with me once that I give my child oats noodles only. So if you go to check the pack of oats noodles, the first ingredient is maida and not oats. The second ingredient is oats, which is 30%. So again, it is not made completely from oats. 70% of it is still maida. And some amount must be some flavorings, some spices, some fat. Whatever rest is left is oats. Right? Instead, you should be eating 30 grams oats with a lot of vegetables, okay, at home. And of course, these 100-gram Maggi is not enough, because that's very small packet now that they have. So we tend to make 2 packets for one person. So that is a double amount of flavorings and chemicals that you are ingesting. Right? So always think of healthy options for your snack. Plan. What I want you to do is plan from today. Okay? So plan for a Monday. You have to keep in mind that on Monday, or maybe you write it down, on Monday I will have popcorn, on Tuesday I will have aloo chaat, right? Instead of making French fries all the time, you could go for boiled aloo ka chaat with lot of dahi, with lot of green chutney, with meetha chutney, and boiled chickpeas added, or third day you can have boiled chana chaat, fourth day you can have your sukha bake, fifth day you can have peanuts ka chaat. Yes, it's really healthier. So you just boil the peanuts or roast them and add tomato, onion. There are numerous recipes on Google. Tomato, onion, dahi, and you have peanuts chaat. Fifth day, you instead of having milk with Bournvita, Roux Afza and numerous other things, you just have milk, add lot of dry fruits. Okay, add some jaggery, add some sugar, no problem. Sixth day, you have eggs, boiled eggs, 3 eggs, 2 eggs, or you have eggs with paratha or eggs with dosa. South Indians can have ragi malt. Okay, Biharis and UP sides can have sattu drink. So every state has, South Indians can have even sambar or rasam. So every state has their own energy drink, right? If you go to think, sattu is there for UP Bihar, and lassi is there for Punjab, and ragi malt is there for South Indians. Similarly, Gujaratis, I'm definitely, there must be something, it's just that I'm not able to think of it as of now. Shorba is there, Gujaratis, they have dal shorba. So every state has their own energy drinks, and these are healthier drinks. When you won't believe, when there were no protein powders, we had athletes earlier too. We had Milkha Singh, right? We had our runner Miss Usha, right? We had lot of earlier too. We had lot of athletes. They never had these protein powders. They used to be. Hi, so I'm so sorry that video got disconnected. So here they never used to have, those athletes in our older days, they never used to have protein powders, right? They had these drinks made at home. Okay, they had chana, they had makhana, they had eggs, they had milk, and they had buttermilk, and they had lassi, and they had sattu. These were the things, and they were all athletes who had taken part in Olympics, isn't it? So we are the same human beings, we have the same body parts. Don't fall for marketing hypes, for protein powders, for Lay's, for Maggi, for Oreos, for probiotics, right? How many of you are actually on probiotics? Like, I know of a mom, she's my client, and she once told me that she gives that Yakult small bottle, one in the morning to her child as a snack and one in the evening, because probiotics are very good for digestion, right, for your gut bacteria. Now what happens is that one small bottle of Yakult has around 10 grams of sugar, that is around 2 teaspoons of sugar. Our humble dahi, okay, our dahi is a very good source of probiotic, okay, without any sugar. And Yakult has a lot of preservatives, definitely, because they have to preserve it before, it should not go bad before it reaches the consumer, isn't it? So it has sugar, it has preservatives, but freshly made dahi at home is a very good probiotic. Your idli is a very good probiotic. Your dhokla is a very good probiotic. Anything that you ferment is a very good probiotic. A lot of Punjabis, when they make butter at home, the white makhan, the liquid that is left, that is a very good probiotic. So if you think of a shortcut, okay, you depend on Yakult for a good probiotic, it will have its own shortcomings, right? So here somewhere you have to sit down, because it's a very fast paced life, isn't it? Somewhere you have to just sit down and give yourself 1 hour, 2 hours or 3 hours and plan your meals. That is what is needed. That's it. Just plan your meals. Plan when you will do it. 1 week it would be difficult, second week it would be difficult, but not the third week. You would be then into a routine. Okay, it will take maximum 2 weeks for you to form habits, isn't it? So this is required, and you kids are almost in the age group of 8 to 13, entering teens. You should be you should be knowing what goes into your mouth. Okay, you should be knowing that whether you're eating healthy or not. By the time you're 25, you should not land up into lot of lifestyle disorders. As of now, during this era of COVID-19, what is the most important thing? Even if you are rich today, the only important thing that is working for people is people who are high on immunity. That is the only thing working, isn't it? Right? We have a lot of money stacked, but we don't have a vaccination. And what can save you as of now is your body's immunity. Do you think by eating packed food you are building your immunity? No. You have to eat something that comes from the soil. So make that decision now. Okay, that is health is always, it is, our elders used to tell us health is wealth, but I think we should add always now. Health is always wealth. Come what may. If you are healthy, even COVID-19 cannot do anything about, cannot harm you. So make that decision. And the last thing that I want to discuss is, what time are you eating your dinner? Okay. Now earlier, not our mom dads, not our mom dads. Even I'm a mom, but not me. Not even my mom, but my granddad or my grandmom. Okay, my nana nani or dada dadi. These guys used to have their dinners before sunset. So around 6:30, 7:30 last. That's it. Why? Why do you think? Do you feel that because they never had TV, so they had nothing else to do? I got this answer. They had no TV, they had nothing else to do, they had no mobile. So they would have early dinner and sleep. I'll tell you why. When you have an early dinner, okay, let's see what happens when you have a late dinner. When you're on screen, on your laptop, on your Netflix, on your games, on your mobiles, okay, you have your dinner by 10:30, okay, and then you sleep by 11:30. I'm just saying, I think I'm commenting here about somebody who is a very good boy or girl, because I don't think kids are now sleeping at even 11:30 or 12. Okay, they sleep beyond that. So what happens is, when you have your dinner very late, your heart has to work, okay, harder. Your day starts, okay, your school starts or your tuition classes start. That is the time when you require a lot of energy. So we require a lot of food. But by the end of the day, we are only on our beds or on our couches or on our sofas. Okay, we are just lying down and we have only our fingers may be working. So it doesn't require more of energy, right? So that time you have a lot of energy and you are awake. Okay, you're not tired because you have eaten a heavy meal. So what happens is that your body, your heart wants to slow down. It doesn't want to stop, but it wants to slow down at night. It was working since morning, na? Right? So it wants to slow down. But you have given so much food for it to eat, digest. So what the heart will do? It will send blood. It will pump more blood and will send towards stomach to digest the food. Okay? So heart cannot slow down. It has to work, in fact, more. Even while you are sleeping, the heart has to work more than slowing down. So it has to get tired someday earlier, na? Because it doesn't get rest time, right? Similarly, your liver, it wants to rest now, but you have given food at late night, so it will detoxify. When the liver will detoxify your food, then it will go to intestine, then the kidneys detoxify. So even if you are sleeping after eating a lot of food at late at night, your entire system inside is still working. Where are you giving your system time to repair? It also needs rest. That is why when you finish your dinner by 6:37, you sleep at 10:30, your stomach is empty, you have visited the loo because you had 2-3 hours. Okay, your stomach is empty, your heart can rest, your liver can rest, your kidneys can rest, your intestine can rest. Your skin will repair itself. No matter how much ever eye creams you apply, or how much ever good shampoos you use, or how much ever good creams you use, it will not show its effect because it doesn't have the time for it to be used. If you apply under eye cream for dark circles, but you keep seeing the screens at night, late at night, in dark, how will the under eye dark circles go? It doesn't work that way. So you have to, our generation and the generation before, that is my mom, dad, and these two generations, I feel, have done a lot of mistakes in their lifestyle, and that is we have seen a surge of diabetes, a surge of cholesterol and things, a lot of mistakes. You kids have to again go back to what your granddad, to your nana nani, to your grandmom followed, and you will realize that your generation is actually is much more healthier, and you don't require a dietitian for that. What you require is discipline, right? So thank you so much for listening to me, and okay, I'll share my number in case you need more videos on different topics. I think I have made videos on almost most of the topics that concerns us today. So take my number and you can WhatsApp and we can share videos with you. So this is my colleague Pehel, it is her number I'm giving you. That's 98677627779. Okay, so there we have a broadcast list, and she can send you a lot of videos. Thank you so much for watching. I think I should thank Pooja Bhandari for letting me have a session with you, right? And I think I'll see you in the next batch as well. Bye.